Okay, I don't know if you can hear my mom watching or listening to TikTok. I don't know if that the microphone picks that up, but no matter. So price action. What did price action do? This low, that high, yeah, and then this low, that high, and then takes that high. Also takes this high, this low, this high, takes this high, retraces, moves, boom boom, come takes this low, bullish price action, right? And then I'm like, okay, so we took some highs, so we should be bullish. We took some lows, so this was the bearish reaction from taking these lows. If I see bullish, that would make sense because it's also the equilibrium of this range. Now there's a lot of things on my fib, but you can kind of see that the equilibrium is kind of around here ish, right? And I can use another tool because I have another tool for equilibrium. Really, that would be that there, right? So we're kind of in this equilibrium if this bullish, so we're probably just kind of gonna go into deep discount and then push further down, right? Just basic Fibonacci type things in it, right? And then it gives me the only fair value gap it gives me on the 5 minute in AM session is this. I don't trade this, mind you. I'm having some complications with my brokerages and my funded accounts, and I take this, right, and it comes and it hits it, right, and I'm like, oh, we took this low, okay, we're retracing into this fair value gap, logical, right? So ideally we should from here give a good reaction because again we're back in deep discount, and come take this low. This shit surprises me because if you understand candleonomics or candle anatomy, as I'm gonna call it, once upon a time we were all the way down here, exactly where this orange line is, right? Meaning we pushed very heavy down. So that's cool, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll be back at PM session, right? Boom, 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 right? We take all of these lows, basically. I wonder what happened. What did we take? We took this low. Or, yeah, this low, right? And it goes in all the way throughout PM session. It doesn't give us anything. And now, from now on, I didn't take this either, of course. Brokerage problems. I'm not able to log in, some bullshit with my password and bullshit like that. But basically, as you can see, the final candle is formed on exactly 3 o'clock. The same way that if the first or second candle of a fair value gap is formed in the open of PM session or AM session, it is invalid, then so is this. So this was more so just, getting confirmation of that. Boom, boom, takes out. So unless you had the hindsight of putting your stop loss here or here, then you would have been fine. But how would have you known? Or you could have at least been fine. Tomorrow we'll see if this actually hits, knowing that hindsight might have helped, but how would you had access to that hindsight? I would have no idea. Now, one other thing I'm going to talk about. Now, people who know my TikTok have seen me not be active there at all. Well, that's just because I don't know. I don't feel like I have enough to share on TikTok related to trading. Oh yeah, we can talk about esoterics or, politics and shit like that. But I don't want to make my TikTok everything thing right now. 1 second. And basically, I have a math exam coming up in 11 days. So I want to focus on that a little bit. And after that, the YouTube's still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be talking about all the trades I took and such, but I'm not gonna be focusing on TikTok at all. I'll come back to TikTok when I actually know what the fuck I'm doing here, when I am actually profitable, right? But the YouTube will be here, and you can watch me go from an unprofitable guy with a okay strategy to that same guy trading the same strategy but now profitable. that will still be here because this doesn't take any time for me to do, right? But the TikTok, I'm retiring that for now, because I understand that if I'm going to be competing with everybody else, every other trader who has a TikTok, I can't. I simply can't. And because of that, I'm like, okay, I shouldn't waste my time. I should focus on what is important now, which is, getting good at this. And then we can go and do TikTok when this is doing good. But that was a little update. I'm gonna make a TikTok about this too at some point, probably tomorrow. Just explain that, I'm going off TikTok, and this is my reasoning. And if you care, you care, and if you don't care, you don't care. I don't give a shit. And yeah, I'll be back when I'm profitable, bitches. But yeah, just the YouTube will be here, so yeah, you can always come and watch me talk about my trade, break down my trades and such and such. And also the reason I like putting it on YouTube is because even though I have terabytes of storage, I don't like wasting any of it. So when Google allows me to upload infinite amounts of videos, I'm gonna use that because it's free. It doesn't cost me anything. It costs Google something. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna upload the shit here, and I'm not gonna have gigabytes on gigabytes on gigabytes of videos. So that's the reasoning. Yes.